There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas Tech's offense will have the football. Gonna run it. It's Dickey. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Back to throw, it's Morton. Just a short pass to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Carter. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Virgil. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably...
Lost one deep down the right side. He caught it! And that's where he'll go down. An explosive play moves the sticks.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
The Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Let's send the tight end in motion. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raider.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Houston's offense has the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
The play action fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. To the air, it's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Looking for space. It's Connors. Got the first down and more. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
7, Houston, 0.
Trying to move the chains, Houston comes to the line on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, Houston. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
What a great play call there on fourth down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that fourth down play for a touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Got it behind the line. It's Dickey. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The inside handoff. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Virgil. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Finds his man. It's Douglas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Eakin. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. Makes the grab. It's Douglas. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Douglas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Finds his man. It's Hudson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
But how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Makes the grab. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Firing toward the end zone. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll go to the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
The Red Raiders will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Able to work into the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off play action. Finds the tight end. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Got a man. It's Broussard. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Quickly to the tight end. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
They'll run it on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. He'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Connors. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll give it to the back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now they're going to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Eakin. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, the ground game. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Morton. Catch in the middle. It's Douglas. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Virgil. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. He'll keep it himself. He's in open space downfield. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Nice job by this defense stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they can corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Safe completion on the screen. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little. Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Back to throw, it's Wegman. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Time to take a shot. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Just keeps slinging it. He's taking a deep shot. He caught it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Into the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Runs through a tackle. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense.
Turning it on! What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football